Well, guys, we did it. 1,000 subscribers. How the fuck did we get here? I'm gonna level with you for a second. This feels like surreal. 1,000 people watching me talk about power bottoms, lesbians, friggin' clankers. I don't know who is more mentally ill at this point. Me or you guys? Either way, I still cannot describe how thankful I am for reaching this crazy milestone. And just know, this is where the real game begins. I plan to be well known by the end of the run. And all of you currently subscribed, you're the OGs. You will help me rule. With all that being said, that's enough being sincere. That's not why I'm on this planet. Let's jump into the Q&A. Alright, our first question coming from one of my genuine OGs, B-Dog M. Why don't you love me? Well, B-Dog M, I don't not love you. I love all people, as is traditional when you're a martyr for gay Fallout content, of course. You are appreciated. Not sexually appreciated, but appreciated nonetheless. I maybe would sexually appreciate you if you joined my Patreon, which you haven't, which is the criteria for me to have intercourse with you. But my eternal fatherly, that makes it worse. My eternally consensual love for you knows no bounds. Moving on. Next question coming in from Circnave1. I am so sorry if I butchered that. Why don't you love B-Dog M? Like I said, he didn't join my Patreon, so he doesn't really deserve my sexual favors. Oh yeah, just to clarify, since I know you're all very interested, obviously, I don't actually have a Patreon, nor do I ever see myself making one. I don't really know what Patreon really does, so yeah, I love B-Dog M as more of a friend. He's like a son figure to me. Next question, coming from Emerald. What would you say your favorite Fallout game is? And your least favorite? Oh no. You can't do this to me, Emerald, no. I love them all. They've all come to me at like pivotal points of my life, and I've sunk hundreds of hours into each and every game, even 76. With that being said, if you had a gun to my head, like I assume you do at the moment, then I'm unfortunately gonna have to say New Vegas. Yeah, I'm lame, I know, I'm basic, but thing is, I play modded, and I just can't describe how fun modded New Vegas is, how much it's changed my life. For better or for worse is up for debate, but like, my favorite gaming memories are mostly from modded New Vegas. It's funny though, if you asked me 2 years ago, then I would have said Fallout 4. 6 years, I would have said Fallout 3. 8 years, I would have said, what the fuck is Fallout? That sounds ass. And as for my least favorite game, well, it might sound blasphemous for some of you, but if I'm only including games I've played, Fallout Tactics was my least enjoyable. Like, I fucking loved Fallout 1 and 2, but Tactics always seemed too distant of a concept to me. Moving on. Alright, next question coming in hot from my boy Golden Chicken Nugget. Believe it or not, but a guest from the long since deleted podcast. More on that later. Your favorite YouTube channels behind the obvious Mitten Squad inspiration and obvious Golden Chicken Nugget affinity. Or flash us. Well, since I hope to make money from this channel in the very near future, I don't really think I can flash you here, but I'll tell you what, search up Noodle God on DeviantArt, you'll be very disappointed. My favorite YouTube channel? Well, besides Mitten Squad and you, of course, it really depends. Mitten Squad is my number 0, of course, he's the reason I'm here. But I'll give you my top 3 all-time GOATs, in no particular order. Mild Ball Knowledge. Wolfie Plays. I feel like if you watch him and then you watch my videos, you'll see I've quoted him more than a few times. In fact, when I was considering making like these TISM videos on my channel, it was between Fallout and, believe it or not, Plants vs. Zombies. And you got Wolfie to thank for that. Then there's Wilburger, who you might have caught me trying to beg for a shout out on one of his live streams a couple weeks ago. I don't really watch him as much anymore, mainly because most of his favorite projects of mine have long since ended. I'm looking at you Fallout New Vegas series and you The Sims series, but you gotta respect the legacy. A Fallout anime might just be top 3 videos on the platform. And lastly, Trafalgar, also known as Albert, who makes ARC videos that are worryingly high quality for being fucking ARC. Huh. I just realized, none of the channels I listed are really Fallout centered. Huh. Maybe that's why I strive to be the best Fallout channel one day. There's not enough stupid Fallout videos. Next question from known deranged person from my Discord server, Zebra Cats. Zam. I know, right? Next question from Fiddlesheep. Why are you making these videos? That's a good question. I asked myself this a worrying amount while I'm on the John, and I have multiple answers. So I started making these videos because, well, I feel like someone has to do it. There isn't enough wild shit on YouTube, and I kind of want to broaden people's perspectives, make them realize what matters in life. I also just really like the feeling of pumping one out and notifying everyone I know. One of the other factors for making these videos stems from male loneliness as well. It's how I entertain myself, and is probably the main reason why I'm not a serial killer. Also, I don't really want to go to college. I wanna do YouTube full-time one day. What got you into Fallout? Coming from like pairs. Well, to be completely and utterly honest, despite my very apparent or not apparent hatred for Fallout 3, that game was what got me hooked on Fallout. I remember averaging like 8 hours a day playing it in my basement when I was 11, eating carcinogenic burnt popcorn and listening to the Bartman from The Simpsons. Just loving life. I know I give Fallout 3 a lot of shit, or I don't know if I've shown much of it yet, but I will always be eternally grateful towards Fallout 3 for that reason. And you should be too, because it's the reason I'm making these videos. Next question coming from Toast Dog Doesn't Exist. When is the female Power Bottoms video? I didn't actually intend on making a female Power Bottoms video because I don't really know how many female Power Bottoms are in Fallout, but they definitely exist. They aren't extinct yet. If I do get motivated, then I could see it coming out sometime this year. Now for a question from the null person. What hallucinogenics do you utilize to come up with your videos? Confession time. None of these video ideas are my own. I lock myself in a room once a week, trip balls on Jankum, then I get filled with ideas. My genius is only a facade, appearing that way because of the Jankum. Now for a question from my biggest fan, BobNive1283. What's your least favorite race? Well, I really hate the 100-meter sprint, mainly just because I start off really slow, and I'm fat as shit, so I hate sprints. Not that you could relate. Next question coming straight from Nick's Winter. Fuck, marry, kill. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4. Ooh, I've been training for this. This question is all I think about at work. I think I know what you mean though. So for my fuck, it's gotta be Benny. I don't milk him in every video for nothing. He's a hot guy. I don't just play as a female character so I can play with the pregnancy mod. That's only half the reason. The other half is because I want to crack Benny. For my Mary, gotta be Sydney from Fallout 3. Mainly because in Fallout 3, since that game is a beautiful dumpster fire, you can have like 7 companions, and she's always the first one I pick. She's loyal as fuck, and knows her way around an SMG, which is all I really want in a woman. And my kill is like any character from Fallout 4. I guess if I gotta choose, Geneva. I can't really remember what her personality is like, but her vibes just make me see red. Now for, I'm so sorry for this. Set9 can something. Hey daddy. Well, now that soundbite is on the internet. The females are gonna love this. Anyways, what's poppin'? Next question. Where do you fall on the scale of power bottom to service top? And are you single? Coming from Dinofelis Druid. In terms of the power bottom and service top spectrum, I would consider myself lawful good, if not neutral. I'd say I somewhat lead towards the service top side, and I know I do come across as a dickhead in my videos, but I could see myself putting my partner above me in that setting. And besides, I really don't think I have it in me to take it in the ass. Genuinely. It's gotta be a really fucking good day for me to even consider getting pegged. And I am single, but not really. I'm married to the job. Explain. Alright, Gabarath the Gay. So basically, this is the Noodle God channel. The name is inspired by a Mitten Squad character along with a lot of the humor. I, NoodleGod665, have a dream of becoming the greatest Fallout YouTuber, after of course Paul from Mitten Squad, by making really gay Fallout videos. And, I mean, it's not going terrible. Look at us now. I basically just make video essays about really odd topics about Fallout, and sometimes Skyrim, and I want to make money off this one day. And that's all there is to it, my guy. Next question, coming in from EarthNode. Why are you doing this to me? I'm not doing anything to you. You're crazy. Think about it, EarthNode. Think about the odds. There's millions of channels, thousands of Fallout channels. This was meant to happen. You were meant to subscribe. You were made to be here. You shouldn't be asking why I'm doing this. You should be asking, why is the universe doing this to me? Consider it divine intervention, if you will. Think about what you'll have after 500 years. Me. New question from some guy who seems kind of familiar somehow. Where'd the podcast go? Also, feature me on said podcast again from What is Oatmeal, though? Now, this is some fucking ball knowledge. The podcasts were like the fall of Rome. It wasn't something that should have happened, or needed to happen, but rather happened because of the mistakes of man. Specifically me, for both of them. The podcast will forever be in my heart. However, unless I mega blow up on YouTube and can afford some nice podcast supplies and want to discuss Fallout New Vegas characters wiping or not, then I might. The podcast also kind of fell off because my two co-hosts on the podcast got girlfriends and are not available anymore. So I'd give it a 20% chance of coming back. Maybe if we live together, what is Oatmeal though? Then you could replace Blobby Boy or McLovin. Why did you start making videos at all? More specifically too, why did you start making these types of videos? Coming from, oh no, I'm so sorry again, Zoe Velazquez. I feel like I already kind of half answered this question, but the main reason why I started making these kinds of videos specifically is because, well, I've always been weird as fuck. Consistently throughout high school, I have been one of the weird kids. And there's been no better way of just expressing myself for me on this channel than making gay Fallout videos. When you see Noodle God, that's not some facade, no act, that's me. When I make one of these videos talking about fucking power bottoms, that is the real me. When I die, Noodle God will be on my gravestone. More people know me as Noodle God than my real identity. I don't know why I sound so mad right now. It was a great question. I love ya. Zoe Velazquez. Now for a question from Raventrop. Wait, sorry, I gotta take this.
Enclave here. Why isn't your video feed working?
I'm sorry, boss. I didn't mean it.
Why isn't your video feed working?
I'll turn my video feed on if I ever reach 1 million subscribers. Or if I ever die. So, between whichever of those comes first, then I'll leak my identity. Now for some fat loser. Why? I don't gotta answer to you, you fucking bitch. Never come here again. You aren't welcome here. Unrelated, but go subscribe to that guy. He looks like he makes great stuff. Well, that should be the last of the questions. Once again, huge thank you for being here for the journey. Just know, this is only the start. Assuming my channel doesn't get fucking assassinated by YouTube, then expect to be teaching your children about me. I love all of you who have subscribed, liked the video, drawn pregnant fan art of me. You're the best audience a gay Fallout channel could ask for. One more thing of note is that this is probably the last wholesome moment you'll see of me until the next milestone in the next Q&A. Just know though, this marks the dawn of the real game. We're going to war. God bless the Enclave. God bless America. Noodle God signing off.